Hey everybody, this is Dom, being joined by Scott. We're here to watch Joe and Michael do battle in round 2 of our modern rotisserie draft. This matchup is barely Abzan, mostly green-white aggro, facing down I believe a 4-color, mostly red Goblins deck. So, got any thoughts on this matchup?
Not really. I mean, Carney seems to have a pretty good hand this time.
Yeah, we had to restart the game due to computer problems. This hand actually seems absurd. Turn 2 Finks, turn 3 Siege Rhino.
Yeah.
Joe's hand is okay, but not insane.
Yeah. He has. Yeah, it's okay.
Turn 1 Fire Drinker seems good, but it's going to get blanked pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah.
Joe picks up Eidolon of the Great Revel. Another card that's not good against Siege Rhino.
Nope.
I'm not
Not
even
a lot
sure.
of things are good against Siege Rhino.
Can Joe even beat a Siege Rhino? Like, it's such an obnoxious card, especially to play turn 3 on the play.
Yeah. Goblin Grenade.
Okay, yeah. Does he have any goblins?
No.
I mean, he doesn't have the Goblin Grenade either, but...
Yeah.
And that's a little surprising. It's not Kitchen Finks.
Yeah.
I believe he tapped his mana wrong. I think you want to leave a green up on this guy. Right? Yeah, pay a green, you ping him a 4/4.
Yeah.
That's going to be slightly awkward. Although he may just like plan to trade it with the Fire Drinker.
If that's his plan, then he definitely should have just played Finks because it just stops the.
Yeah, you just gain the life. Alright, so he's going to play Eidolon. Yeah, there's really not much disadvantage to playing it pre-combat.
Yeah.
He could, because Michael didn't have green up, he actually could have Atarka's commanded to get the Satyr to survive the block, but I'm not even sure if that's what he wants to be doing.
Yeah.
Carney does not even block. He draws a Johnny, Mentor of Heroes. I feel like casting either castable spell is good here. I would just windmill the Rhino, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Playing around Force Spike. So he's going to lose 2 and then gain 2. He did keep the green up this time, at least.
Yeah.
Do you like getting aggressive here? Could bash for 5. Or 4, actually. I don't know why I thought it was 5. That's a birds, not a noble. This is the part on Magic Online where you misclick and make him a 0/8 after he's not blocked. Would have preferred to play this on Magic Online, but none of us have the cards.
Yeah.
I pretty much only do Phantom Cube drafts. So where does Joe go from here? Is he stuck on 2 lands?
Knocked out.
I think Young Pyromancer makes the most sense. Does take 2 damage from his own card, which is awkward. Scott's not watching the game anymore.
No, I got knocked out. How do I make it so I can see show unavailable games? There we go.
Yeah. So Joe played Young Pyromancer and is attacking with both creatures. And I would imagine Carney wants to. Well, I was gonna say he wants to block the Eidolon, but he may just not care because he doesn't have any 3 or lower spells. The Eidolon may deal more damage to Joe this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna block the Fire Drinker. So that puts him to 20 and deals Joe 3 damage, down to 11. So Carney's in a really good spot here. So he can untap, plays Burn Catacombs, cast a Siege Rhino, and have a green mana up for Skin Shifter.
Yeah. Joe got a little mana screwed, huh?
Yeah, he had like several, like all of his expensive cards almost in hand. Like most of his deck costs 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Seismic Assault is not what you want here. He could fetch Overgrown Tomb, but he doesn't need to because he has Birds of Paradise.
He does.
Yeah. Can't hurt, I guess. Well, I don't know if I want to deal myself 2 damage against a mono red deck, but as long as he casts a Siege Rhino, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, no. He could bolt himself, play Siege Rhino, and gain the 3 back.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unnecessary, but...
You wonder if he just, like, missed that his birds taps for black. He could play a Johnny here, but that doesn't seem as good. Yeah.
No.
Rawr. Siege Rhino in the house. So that makes it 18 to 8.
Yeah. Siege Rhino so powerful.
He can attack his opponent down to 4 or even 2 here. I like this attack. And trading half of your Kitchen Finks for Young Pyromancer is a really good deal.
Yeah.
And if he blocks a Skin Shifter, you can just make it a 4/4. I doubt that Joe has any relevant cards here.
Yeah, I really don't.
Like, I don't know what he can top deck. Down the 2. That Rhino has trample. He drew the 3rd land, but all he has is Goblin Assault. Doesn't do anything.
He kill himself for style?
Yeah. Alright, yeah, he scoops. I think the fastest game played in the league thus far.
Yeah.
You expect Mono Red to win quickly, not to lose that quickly.
Yeah. But when you get two lands and all your expensive cards.
So we're moving on to the sideboard. Don't actually know their deck list, but we can look at their pools here. Joe has the Splinter Twin combo. He has Combust. That's a way to kill a Baneslayer Angel. Or a Siege Rhino, so that might come in. Land Hate, Wear Terror, probably not relevant. I think that's really all he wants, probably, is, like, Combust. If he has enough bad cards, he can try to win off the combo. Carney has... Mycoid Shepherd's pretty good if it's not in his deck already. Could gain 4 life, or 5 life, or something when a creature dies. Sword of Fire and Ice seems good if it's not in his main deck. It was the same with Oversoul of Dusk, but they are expensive, so I'm not sure how good those cards actually are.
Yeah.
So I'm not seeing too much. He definitely wants his, like, Selesnya Charm and all the cheap ways to make creatures. The plan is after this week to get everyone's deck lists from the first 2 weeks, and then then like we can change them for starting round 3. Or just so we have an idea of a better guess at least at what everyone's playing.
Yeah.
Some of the decks, it's actually pretty hard to know what they're playing. Because like they have huge like combo aspects or transformational sideboard sort of plans. You're not sure which plan they're on to start with.
Yeah.
So players are still sideboarding. Joe is on the play. Joe has not had a Goblin Guide, which I'm pretty sure is just the best card. Goblin Guide and Lightning Bolt are like the 2 best cards that he has in his deck, and he's not really been drawing those.
Do you think he boards in Twin?
I could see it, particularly just how like Carney just has big creatures.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to beat a Siege Rhino and Courser Crewfix and all these cards fairly. So it might be a plan. It's a tough plan to assemble. I don't think Carney's draw was representative of the average speed of his deck. Like I think that was a far faster kill than usual.
Yeah.
The Eidolon helped out, I think.
Yeah, he did kind of almost have the nut hand.
But here we go. So Joe wants a Mountain and a Goblin Guide. Carney has Siege Rhino again. His hand's good, but it's a little bit slow. Oh, we see there is the Steam Vents and the Exarch. Joe's gonna have a tough decision with that Scalding Tarn, whether he wants to get... oh, never mind. He's got Vents in hand already, so he can just get... Yeah. He can get Sacred Foundry, so he can get all of his colors. His hand is kind of bad if he doesn't draw Splinter Twin, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
He's gonna have time. Carney has no place till turn 3. Oh, he mulliganed. Into... Not a great hand there either.
I mean, he has double.
I think I would have kept that first hand. It's not great, but had all the colors. This 4-card hand is slow, but it does have, like, it has 3 life gain creatures.
Yeah.
What else could you want?
Yeah.
Alright, well, this Mold of 5 is pretty good, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this.
Goblin Guide's gonna get in there. Hopefully we can get a reveal top card to well players for us here. Little out of order sequencing.
Yeah.
Took the 2. There it is. It is Knight of the Reliquary. Another 3-drop. That's definitely not what he wants here.
No.
Particularly since he already has a better 3-drop. I guess this is just Wildwood pass. Joe hits another mountain. This is going to be War Driver attack for 2. Next turn he's attacking for 5.
Yeah, 5.
And yeah, if he can hit a 3-drop, or even just like another relevant spell. Oh, a Johnny. All the expensive cards. He's going to need to clock him quickly because of the looming Siege Rhino threat.
Yeah.
He's going to have to plow through a Courser and a Siege Rhino.
Yeah, let's say the Courser is also going to be a problem for him.
Yeah. He's going to get a lot of extra shots at lands between the Goblin Guide and the Courser.
Yeah.
If the game goes on that long. War Driver. Turns out not as good as Signal Pest.
No.
As the Battlecry creatures go. But still a pretty good one. Yeah, he's just got to play his Overgrown team.
Yeah.
This is going to be a really big draw step, I think, for Joe.
Yeah. If he draws another land, then I'm not quite sure.
A land or a 4-drop is not great. Seismic Assault's pretty bad here.
Yeah.
A a multicolored spell is not good here. Like, he really wants to draw, probably Goblin Rabble Master is the best one. That's decent.
Yeah,
it's 2 extra damage. Do you like Prowess being an evergreen mechanic? Like, Prowess is going to be on everything now.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of it. I think it should be block specific.
Yeah, I haven't decided yet. Like, I can see how it's a pretty simple mechanic.
Yeah.
I was kind of getting bored of it. So this is an attack for 7, I think?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so.
We had to teach people to use Control L, so we don't have to see all this junk in the chat. People taking 1 damage 7 times. Did we reveal the top card? We didn't.
I don't think so. Nope.
It was not a land, though.
Yeah. Joe should still know what it is, though.
Yeah. Now we're going to know for sure, because Courser's going to be in play.
Yeah.
They are, like, video chatting each other, so they can probably just say it's Hero Blade Hold.
Yeah.
Courser really needs to flip over a land here.
There it is. Revealed it.
Yep. So if he doesn't draw land that casts a Siege Rhino, he's probably just in big trouble. That is a Will-Leaf Cavaliers. He's actually pretty good here, but not as good as Siege Rhino.
Not Siege Rhino good.
No. Joe needs to hit something. Like, he can't get through this Courser right now. Oh. So close.
It's not terrible.
Yeah. He can... So now he has to decide if he's going to crunch in for 4 damage and lose one of his creatures. I guess he'd lose the Goblin Guide.
Yeah.
Or the War Driver.
So it would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'd be lethal, actually. They'd have to block. He would have to block the Hell Rider.
Yeah.
Which would be another 4.
So.
Oh, why did he? Oh, because he only has 3 lands. Oh,
yeah. He can't cast it now. I'm saying that, like, for next
Okay.
turn, is it worth getting through for 4 or 5 damage here?
Yeah.
He has to decide if Courser blocks War Driver or blocks Goblin Guide. He's taking 1 extra damage now to block War Driver.
Yeah, but it's going to save him in the long run.
He could block Swift Sphere, but that seems like the worst option.
Yeah.
Like, if they're both 2/2, so you might as well. Well, no, I guess if you're gonna. Oh no, Goblin Guide's a 3/2. Never mind. Yeah. So if you're gonna block a 2/2, it seems like you should block the War Driver.
Yeah.
Prevents future damage. So he's gonna go to 4. So it's gonna be close. If he can play a land off Courser, he's in pretty good shape. Nope, missed again. He's drawing no lands all game.
Yeah, that's.
So you can cast Wiltleaf Cavaliers. It's his only play. Or well, I guess you could play Knight, but that just seems... Well, Knight is interesting. It probably can't block, though, because it's a 2/2. Like, if it survives, you can untap and kind of force through an extra mana.
Yeah.
If he plays the... He obviously doesn't know about the Hellrider. If he plays the 3/4, he's just safe, though. He can't be attacked. So, like, that seems pretty appealing when you're... If he plays the Knight and Joe plays a spell, then... Well, Wiltleaf Cavaliers is also a Knight, but the Knight of the Reliquary.
Yeah.
And Joe triggers Prowess, like, he's in big trouble, though.
Does Joe draw the land?
Can he draw the 4th land? No. He draws another 4-drop. Both players taking a visit to Brick City. I think Joe has to pass.
Yep. Still no land.
What is that card? Oh, Oblivion Ring.
Okay. Ring.
Wiltleaf Cavaliers could get in there because it has Vigilance. Okay, so yeah, he's going to play the Knight now. So he's basically guaranteed. If Joe top decks a land... Oh, Heroes has creatures power 1 or less can't block. So yeah, that doesn't actually... So you can Hellrider him down to 1. He did draw
There's a land.
The most reasonable play here might be just to play a creature pass, plan to play a creature next turn, and get the Hellrider for 4. That's going to get punished by the Siege Rhino.
Yeah, I think so. Play Hero. Pass. That's going to get O-ringed.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't know about the O-ring now. So that's probably not an actual plan.
Yeah.
He gets Steam Vents. That makes sense because he has Kiki Jiki. He still needs to come up with a land and either Exarch or Pestermite. He can also draw like Goblin Grenade or save any 4 damage spells. I don't know if he has like Stoke the Flames or something. I don't remember what is in his list. I don't think he has Flame Javelin because I was thinking of taking that right at the end and I ended up going with like Bituminous Blast or something over it. And Joe thinking hard here.
Yeah. No Flame Javelin.
Stoke the Flame seems better in his deck anyway. Well, I think you have to cast one of your 4-drops. I don't know if, like, maybe you cast the Hellrider and then you scare him into O-ringing it instead of playing the Siege Rhino.
Yeah, I think he's wondering if he wants to play Hellrider and attack, bring them to 1.
Yeah.
And doing trades.
Does he lose he loses... I think he loses his whole team, though. Because you could put Courser on the Goblin Guide, Wiltleaf on the Hellrider, and Knight on the Swiftsphere. So I'm not a huge fan of that.
Yeah. He could also play Hero, swing in, and do trades, but it still wouldn't really do much.
Yeah. Hero at least can't be blocked by anything. Or like, it can be blocked, but like it can't just be eaten. Like it's gonna trade with something. And he plays Hellrider. I could see maybe suiciding one of. Oh, he's going with everything.
Nope, he's going with all of it.
It's easy for us to say, but I'm not a huge fan of this attack. Blocks are even lined up right on the screen. Everything down. See if he gets the land. Oh, Baneslayer Angel's on top. We can attack for 5 and cast a Siege Rhino. Seems fine. That attack by Joe also makes Goblin Grenade not an out anymore.
This is true.
I'm guessing he tapped the forest and sacked it. I actually looked away for a second.
Yeah, I mean the chat log doesn't say he did that, but they might have just said over the call.
Yeah. Replacement forest. The knight becomes a 3/3. And he found a forest on top, so he could actually play that forest because he hasn't made the land drop for the turn. So he gains 2 life off of this. Knight and Courser is a sweet combo.
Yeah, it is.
I think he only gained 1 actually. Might have missed one of them, but he's going to 6 though. It seems pretty safe.
Yeah, it's not looking good for Joe.
Yeah. It's interesting. I think his only chance is to draw. He's going to. No, he doesn't even have time for. If he draws like Pestermite right now, he can tap the Siege Rhino and still take lethal. Yeah, that's probably not gonna work. Wooded Foothills.
That will not get you
That actually would have, if he had not attacked, I think he wins the game because he can play the 5th land, cast Kiki Jiki, copy the Hellrider, and then attack for lethal triggers.
Yeah.
That was not a play we thought of, but seems obvious now.
Hindsight 2020.
Yep. I think that's gonna do it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that
what
attack.
Can he do? He can play Hero.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't soak up enough damage. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
All right, well, that was actually a pretty quick match.
Yeah.
I think that
not quick in the way you would think it would be quick.
Yeah. That actually puts Joe alone in last right now.
Oh, really?
Where he wants to be, yeah. Is he only 0-2? Sky could technically join him if he loses both matches on Sunday.
Carney.
They invited us too, I think. We got one of them here at least.
Carney's on his way.
Okay. I think you might have invited me.
Yeah.
We're here.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, ignore the invitation I sent.
It's fine. So,
how's that for quick games?
Yeah, that didn't take very long. Not
30 minutes.
Not in the way we expected. If we figured if it was a really quick game,
The red aggro deck would win.
probably.
Yeah.
Okay. So we found a way that Joe could have won that last game, but we didn't find it until like it was too late, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
But so what we came up with was so on that last turn, like you played the Hellrider.
Yeah.
And then suicided, obviously.
Yeah.
So had you just passed, it turns out like if you would have you could have drawn the land, played Kiki Jiki, copied the Hellrider, and gotten lethal attack triggers.
Yes. Well, for one, I didn't know he had a Siege Rhino, but I saw that he had the Oblivion Ring.
Yeah.
And I figured that whatever I played, if it was still in the field, it would get Ob-ringed.
Right.
Which is why I was debating throwing down the
the hero instead.
the hero,
Yeah.
and just swinging only with the hero, so at least Carney would hopefully chump it with something and
Buy some
at
time.
least take out one thing on his field.
It's tough
But
to mulligan to 5.
hoping, yes.
When
Do
you
you think
get-
that was the right choice with my starting hand? Because I didn't have an early, but I had a playable hand.
Scott might remember. I think I remember saying I thought your 7 was good enough to keep, though it wasn't great, and I thought the 6 was really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
No, I wasn't going to keep the 6, but I wasn't sure when I debated if I should mulligan the 7 or not. Obviously, I
close
did.
because like you had all the colors, and you did have like turn 3 Exarch, which just like playing as a 1/4 isn't that great, but I thought it was pretty close.
Yeah. I just didn't have anything
in
early.
my hand?
Which one?
The second one where I had like 3 lands, but I didn't have anything until I had a 3-drop. Like,
I thought it was okay. You had like you had 3 life gain creatures.
yeah.
It's hard to send that back, and you had all the colors. So
Your idea to splash that Siege Rhino has been pretty solid.
Stupid Rhino.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
Not Rhino.
Yeah, that was. I was
As soon
up
as
there.
he played it, I lost hope. I'm like, okay, he's at 3. I can still burn him to death. No, now he's at 6.
Yeah, I was up there visiting a couple months ago, and we were just talking. It was only like 1 month ago. I was talking about like what's going on in Standard, and I was like, well, there's this stupid card Siege Rhino that's just in like all the decks, and it was like, hey, you could splash that, right? You have a Catacombs.
And now they're gonna get pretty much a Wrath that keeps their Siege Rhino on the field.
Yeah, Languish
Yeah.
seems good. It doesn't kill Tassiger either.
No, it doesn't. So the deck's just good.
We felt like, yeah, that first game, Joe really just didn't have anything he could have done, I felt like.
Yeah. You got Mana Spirit at 2 lands.
Yeah.
And against like basically a nut draw for the matchup.
Yeah. Carney had a pretty good hand.
Yeah. My last pick, Skinwalker, has been doing some work. Relatively pleased. Or Skin Shifter.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy's actually looked pretty good the times you played him.
I'm the only person on the planet that thinks that's a good card, but
Yeah.
it works for me, so I will take it.
Yeah. We'll go with it.
Hey,
Turned
a
out okay.
4/4.
So, I thought you were correct to board in the Splinter Twin combo. It just like didn't pan out, but like I think you need that out if the game stalls like it did.
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing we talked about was that that attack made Goblin Grenade not lethal, but it turned out he went to 6 anyway, so it didn't matter.
Right. That's true. I did forget that Goblin Grenade was one of my burns, and I wouldn't have been able to do anything. I was focused on all the other burns I had.
It was tough, yeah, because you like had some burn spells you couldn't cast, and
Yeah.
yeah, poor Goblins, they're alone at 0-2 right now. What are we gonna do about that?
Not much. It's honestly, it's about what I expected.
Not beat me.
You're seeing everyone else's draft.
Sky could 0-2 tomorrow to join you, but it looks like I have the standings up now. It looks like that's it. Everyone else has 1 win. No one has 2 wins though.
That's fine.
Oh,
I'm
really?
just here to make everyone else feel better.
I thought that was gonna be my job actually.
There are 5 players at 1-1 right now. I believe.
Sweet.
4 players, sorry. There could be 5, or even there could even be 6 tomorrow if Sky wins both of his matches. Or Sunday, actually, 2 days from now.
Yeah.
I feel like that match was quick. It didn't produce enough like interviewable questions here. I feel like.
Well, that's what happens when you have a red deck.
Yeah.
I either win or I lose.
Right. What'd you guys sideboard?
I pulled out Elish Norn and some other stuff, a Johnny, and I basically sideboarded Sword of Fire Vice Loxodon, Hierarch, and Oversoul the Dusk, because 2 of those gave me protection from red, and then there was some life gain.
Life gain, okay. That's pretty much what we guessed.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, Ellis Norn does seem... Ellis Norn is good if you can resolve it, but you will probably be dead before then.
I actually took out the Destructive Revelry.
Yeah, we thought you might.
Can I get a piece of cheese?
And I took out the Siege Gang Commander, Grim Lavamancer, Eladin of the Great Rebel, and I took out a Mountain
Okay.
for my Steam Vent.
So did you bring in... okay. The Steam Vent's not...
And I only brought in the Kiki Jiki.
So
I did not bring in Combust.
Didn't board in Combust. We weren't sure about that. It was like a good way to kill Baneslayer Angel or Siege Rhino, but it's also doesn't deal damage to them. So
Yes. And the fact that I was on the play and not on the draw meant I wanted to go faster.
Right.
If I was on the draw, I probably would have brought in Combust.
Makes sense. Okay, well, that was at least a cleaner match than some of the ones we had last week. So, you did not completely stump the commentators this time. Definitely. Both of the matches I did with Smith, we were just like, we kept just saying, oh, this makes sense to do this, and the players would do something else. So either like someone was all wrong all the time. So, maybe us.
Well, see, I think that's the problem when you have relative amateurs. Like, when pros are playing, there's usually pretty calculated moves, but we're all pretty bad. So,
That is true.
And also, they're actually better than the rest of us, so you're probably going with the correct line of play, and we're just playing the wrong things.
We do have combined 0 lifetime pro points, so...
Also,
try not to inform the viewers.
Spectators have full knowledge of hands. So.
That does bias it sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get better about that, and not just being like finding the correct play with all the information, but be like, what would you do not knowing all that information?
Yeah.
Right.
I think I did a bit better with that this time, but hopefully we'll keep improving. So I'm looking forward to seeing Sky's deck in action, although I may miss one or both of the matches because I'm going to be watching a soccer game. That depends on the timing.
What is it? It's U.S. versus England? No, U.S. versus Japan,
right? England's decided to score on themselves right at the end of the game, which didn't work out for them.
We saw that at our soccer game, and we dubbed it "Pulling a Rob." It was the name of one of the guys on our team who scored on himself.
Nice.
but even if she didn't try to block that, the pass probably would have went and got a goal anyways.
Yeah, like
it's kind of like a
lose-lose situation.
The soccer experts seem to think that it was correct for her to attempt that play. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, based on my copious amounts of indoor soccer experience where we lose nonstop, that seemed the correct play. So.
All right. Well, I guess I'm going to stop the recording since we're not talking about Magic anymore.
Okay.
Thanks
Sounds
for joining
good.
us.